Now, hello everybody. This your BD, your boy DJ Puck Master in the Lions Den here to give you another video. And this video is gonna be real good and short, and it's talking about how the media and the Sony fanboys are they're hypocrites. Okay, I'll probably do maybe like a 15, maybe a 30-minute video on this today and all that stuff, just to let y'all know. Now, to me, what is going on with Sony this year? They put it themselves. Okay, I mean, I'm just gonna be serious with you. They put on themselves. They could have done this stuff a long, long doggone time ago, and y'all wouldn't be talking about this catching up mess right now because right now y'all behind the eight ball. I mean, I'm just gonna be as serious with y'all. Y'all look at everything what Sony has done the last couple of years. They have not done a damn thing. What have they done? And this is the point what I am trying to make. They got these studios fine and dandy. They bought a lot of studios back in the day. Okay, what have they done since? They have not done nothing. And I'm being serious. Don't forget. They had a lot of games, a lot of doggone games at their disposal back in the doggone day. Let's get this straight. They had a lot of games back in the thing in the day. They had good games. They had pretty bad games back in the doggone day before Xbox even came in the industry and all that stuff. Let's just be serious about this shit, fellas. And this is what I'm talking about: the hypocrites of the Sony fanboys too, and the damn media. Because before this, we didn't have all this media hype and all that bullshit. We didn't have all that media stuff back in the doggone day. Okay, so the media came in. It's fine and cool and all that stuff. And Sony still existed, which is fine and cool and all that stuff. But my whole point of this is that Sony has put everything on themselves. Y'all wanted Microsoft to compete. They competed. Okay? Microsoft's competing. Okay. Then the media want to get on Microsoft because they bought Activision Blizzard, and they bought Bethesda, and they bought ZeniMax. Media, what the heck are you picking on anybody? And I mean anybody at all, because you should not be able to be picking on nobody because just the truth. I mean, and now we come with this thing about this studio that Microsoft, they had them made Sunset Overdrive for them a long doggone time ago. Okay, it didn't do that good because of what? Because the media, they squashed it, down it, they downgraded so doggone bad people to even play it. And it was a damn good ass game. I was one of the first one that had Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive to me is a real good game. It's a real good game. So people squashed on it, the media clowned it on it, and the people clowned on it too with the Sony fanboys and all that stuff. So at the beginning of the generation, don't you dare tell me that Xbox did not have any games, because they had all sorts of games. They had good ass games. They dominated the Xbox One era at the beginning of the era. Okay? And the only reason why they didn't dominate it then, because they ran into some hiccups and all that stuff with people doing them wrong. They know who, I don't know their studio's name, but they know who they are. They did Xbox wrong. They're supposed to come out with Scalebound. If they would have done what they were supposed to do, instead of making all these other games for these other companies, they would have made Scalebound. But no, they did not make Scalebound because they was taking that money, right there and putting it with everybody else. And I'm just gonna tell you the truth about the whole dog man. And that's just the truth. Um, it's just the fact that now, you know, we got these now Spider-Man. I mean, Sony's in a dilemma of this year. That's past tense. I'm talking about now. Let's talk about what's going on now with Sony. What's going on with Sony right now? This ain't no secret. Sony is not doing all that great right now. Um, let's go ahead and talk about all the first party games they came out with when this year. Let's talk about all the first party games they had people make for them. Don't forget, Sony didn't own none of them. The only one they own was Sony. They don't even own Sony because Marvel owns Spider-Man. So they don't even own that in reality sense. Okay, for spoken failure, failure. Look what Square Enix had to do. They had to shut down the studio because the game didn't do so damn good. Um, we don't even hear nobody talk about the other games like Gran Turismo. We don't hear people talk about that game no more. People's not even talking about Gran Turismo. And then what the media try to do with that game? They try to hype that game up. Then all of a sudden, what did Sony do? What did Sony do? Sony did not tell people that you had to buy the download content for a lot of money. So where do we get out with the media crap? This is what I'm talking about, the media bias. Okay. Now, and they're gonna still try to hype up those games that they better than Xbox games. And they're not. So let's boil down, let's boil this down to this. All the games, the first party games flopped. Okay. I'm not really sure how many of their first party games really made over $5 million. I mean, 5 million copies. I'm just being serious. I don't even know because I don't even think nobody even cares about that because Sony don't even come out with their numbers. Okay, we know Forspoken did not do any good. We know Square Enix made another deal with Sony for Final Fantasy 16. That game flopped. It only sold maybe like the first couple of games, first couple of months, 5.5 million, and no telling how much it cost for that game to make. I mean, that's even if it did that. I'm not really sure if it did 5.5 million. I'm being serious. Another thing too, and I want y'all to put this in perspective: Sony fans and the damn media. If you don't watch it, I talked about this last night on my boys Unlimited Truths podcast last night, and I told them, okay, now all of a sudden we get these damn hackers. All these people is hacking Sony's crap. What is going on with y'all corporate headquarters? Are they protecting their stuff like they should, or are they just scrapping for money? I think what they're doing, I tell you too, far as I'm concerned, I think they're scrapping for money, to tell you the truth. Because look at everything that happened in the last couple of months. In the last 6 months, everything is not looking good in Sonyville. Okay? Okay, they come out with Spider-Man. Buggy as hell. Here where I'm gonna get a little media about. Media gave that game all nines and tens. You can't dare tell me that the media is not biased towards Sony because they are. A game like that Buggy coming out, you cannot dare tell me. I'm swearing to you, You cannot dare tell me that the media didn't know that that game wasn't buggy, but they gave it nines, tens, and nines. The only thing that I'm glad of that the people that played the game, the true fans, they came out, spoke against the game. And I'm glad of that. And I am so damn glad of that. Let me see. Team Reaper, how can I get you to join? Because I don't know how to get you to join. Because I don't think I got you on Facebook at all. I don't think I got you on Facebook at all. So I don't know how to do that. And the only thing that I'm seeing in a Team Reaper, I would love to get you in, but I don't know how to get you in. So if you can let me know how to get you in, I'll get you in. My whole saying is this, y'all. We can sit here and talk about the goodness because the good stuff that Microsoft is doing. But the media is not going to talk about that at all. The media is not going to talk about that not one damn bit because of what Sony has promised to them or Sony is doing for them, which we don't know what Sony is doing at the point in juncture of everything that's going on. I really don't care, but I do know this. Sony right now is scrapping for money. They are in a lawsuit. They're in a big major lawsuit overseas because of what they doing to people overseas. And I'm not leaving that out because people leave that out along they are in a lot of trouble with everything that's going on seas. The people who made Spider-Man, they just got through getting hacked. They just got through getting hacked. And that wasn't a small hack that happened to them. That was a big major hack that threw them down. So more like what I'm trying to say is this, and I'm just being serious, y'all. Is Sony gonna be around in the next couple of years? We don't know. I mean, all I know is that they saying that now, Wolverine won't be out until 2026. And my biggest thing is this: will Sony even be around by 2026? Because don't forget, they don't have any first party games coming out themselves. And like I always have said, and if you think Square Enix is going to go through what they did last year, they're not going to do it. And if they do it, that's on them. That's on them. If they do that mess like they did last year, that's all up on them. That's all I will say about that. But media, y'all always torturing. Y'all always torturing every other studio that does leaks and all that stuff. I mean, you always talk about it real bad. That's all of them, except for one little company that y'all kissing their behinds, and that is Sony. I don't understand it. Why are you feeling so sorry for Sony? Sony don't care for you. But then again, they might do it because they probably give you all kind of, accolades, all kind of stuff and all that stuff. I don't know what they give you. But I'm just being serious, y'all. It doesn't make no doggone sense. Microsoft is doing good, and the media don't like it. They don't like it that they went out there bought Bethesda. They do not like that Microsoft went out there bought Bethesda and ZeniMax. They do not like the fact that they bought Activision Blizzard because they really can't talk about nothing else. They don't like it. So in other words, things that people don't like, you know, that's how the world is. I love what Microsoft is doing. I love it. The Game Pass is making Microsoft money fist over dollar and dollar over fist. The people are loving it. They loving the hell of what's going on with Microsoft. And I'm not gonna say they like that much about what's going on with PlayStation right now. I'm being dead out serious. I mean, you got some of these other people, diehard people that just love the hell. They just love the hell out of PlayStation for no reason at all. For no reason at all. They say that Game Pass is better than Microsoft's Game Pass. They little Game Pass. Okay, they little game. What the damn do? They little Game Pass ain't nothing repaired to Microsoft's Game Pass. But I want the people to really think about what I'm saying. I'm not gonna really say that people gonna get out on this and all that stuff, but I really, really want people to listen to what I got to say. What's going on with Sony right now? It sounds like to me, they might be doing some liquidation pretty doggone soon. And I'm being doggone serious. I mean, I'm being serious. I mean, I'm not really sure if they're gonna close the doors, but I think they might become a third party. See, everybody want to talk about, oh, Microsoft, they're gonna be a third party. Man, Phil Spencer knocked that out the box. He told the Sony fans straight up. He told the Sony fans straight up that we're not gonna be a third party developer because they don't need to be. They don't need Sony at all. Not at all. And don't worry, and I'm gonna get on Nintendo's case too, because Nintendo is not gonna get a free pass off this either. Because Nintendo and Sony do the same thing over and over and over again. And back in the day, I used to work for GameStop, and I was wondering myself, the only, when I worked for GameStop, I was like, the only games that sell back then for Nintendo for the Wii was their first party games. That's the only thing that sold back in the day. You didn't see Madden sell on the Wii. You didn't see the NBA 2K sell on the Wii. You didn't see none of the third-party publishers games really sell on the Wii, because you know why? Because they didn't have the power. And people and developers back in that doggone day, they wasn't going to fool with it. And they're not really fooling with the Wii, with the Switch right now. That's the reason why the Wii failed. If they would have came out with a bigger board machine that can compete with everybody else, they might have dominated. But let's put it like this, y'all. The Wii was good. Now, don't get me wrong, I had the Wii. The Wii was beautiful. When it come down to the exercise and the bowling and all that stuff, when it came down to that for the Wii, I love the Wii. I love the hell out the Wii. But you know what? The Wii had its course and it went. Okay. Same thing's gonna be for the Switch. If they do not get off their behinds and make a big boy system. And I'm hoping and praying that the Switch 2 that they got coming out does have the bells and whistles and the power to hang with these bigger systems. But my Lord, if they do not, the same thing is going to happen to the Switch that happened to the Wii back in the day. So I'm telling you, the Switch is going to have its moment, but I want to see when this new Switch come out how it's going to be. But you know what, fellas? I'm so tired of people trying to give Sony a pass on every damn thing. I mean, if you don't like Microsoft, if you don't like what they're doing, you know what? Don't even buy the system. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you right now, and don't get me wrong, and don't forget that Sony came out with a statement and saying that they're afraid of what's going to happen next year. Yes, they got a reason to be afraid for what's going to happen next year because they don't have no first party games. Okay, and like I said, those days is over. Those days to me that Sony getting these doggone third party games, they get these third party exclusives. It's over because when you got these games costing so much money to make, they're not gonna do it. Why should they do it? Like I always have said, for as far as I'm concerned, if I own Square Enix, all games are going on all platforms because it costs too much for these games to make. One of these games cannot turn around and now what Sony's doing with Spider-Man, that's fine. That's fine. But you know what? The thing about it is, it's a single player experience. And once it's done, it's over. And that's the reason why that's the reason why they're trying to do services now. And the service is not doing all that great because they cancel a lot of their doggone service. Like I told y'all, they are scrapping for Money. Don't forget, it wasn't that dog long ago, maybe 15, maybe 20 years ago, that they just got themselves out of a bind. Don't forget, Sony had to sell their computer department. They had to sell off their phone department. They had to sell off a lot of things back in the day. So the only thing that's really keeping them afloat, and I'm just being serious, the only thing right now is keeping them afloat is the PS5 and their TVs. And that's a slippery slope on both of them. Because, like I'm telling you, I do not believe they got over 40 some odd million systems out there. Ain't no way in the world you're gonna be able to sit and tell me that they got that many systems out there. Oh yeah, how you doing, Tool Man? What's up? How you doing? You doing okay? Yeah, man. I'm doing real good. I'm just giving these people a true lesson on what's going on with the industry and what's going on with Sony right now. Because Sony's about to lose it. They will go. I'm hoping that they don't go under. But at their state of their juncture of their livelihood, they might be getting ready to go up under. Microsoft ain't going nowhere, y'all. Microsoft ain't going nowhere. Like I said, Microsoft said they're not worried about Sony. They never have worried about Sony. They're not worried about the consoles. They're not worried about that because they're going to keep on making consoles because people like consoles and people and Microsoft can make money on both of them. They can make money on the Game Pass. They can make money. They're making money on PC. They're making money on everything. So the consoles thing, I think, is going to be around. I think it's going to be around for a while because I don't think that Microsoft, I don't think Phil Spencer wants the consoles to go anywhere. They might not be that many people buying them, but eventually they will turn it around and people will start buying their consoles. And I think this coming up next year, if I think they're going to do what I think they might do, they might lower the Xbox Series X and the S. And if they do that, I don't know if Sony can do that because right now they are in a junk box for money right now. So don't think that Microsoft don't know what's going on with Sony because they know what the hell is going on with Sony. So I'm telling you right now, people, get ready. The media, stop being so damn biased because at the end of the damn day, Sony did get hacked and they got hacked again. I'm just not gonna say that Insomniac got hacked. Sony got hacked again. I put everything together as a whole. And don't forget this lawsuit again that Sony got going on. So I'm not gonna let people forget that. And if that lawsuit goes down and Sony got to spend a whole lot of money on that, listen, I don't give a care what it is. If you don't want to lose no millions, I don't give a care what it is. You don't want to lose money. And if this thing comes true, you know, everyone wants to talk about Spider-Man next what by 2029. Dude, we don't even know what's gonna happen tomorrow. So I'm not even gonna worry about what's gonna happen 3 years from now. I'm not even gonna worry about that. I'm living for the day. That's the way I live. I live my life one day at a time, and that is it because you don't know when it's gonna happen to you. These companies will keep on going on, and Microsoft ain't going nowhere, like I said. So I'm just being truthful with you. So the media can be biased all they want to towards Microsoft, towards the gaming industry, but they don't never ever pick on Sony. Never. I don't understand it. I know people don't understand it at all. So I'm telling you right now, media and these Sony ponies, y'all can go down with the ship all y'all want to. I'm just gonna be real nice today. I want to be kind of rude and nasty to you, but I'm not gonna do that to you. But I tell you right now, a Team Reaper, I'm gonna figure out how to get people to join. I just gotta. Do you got a Facebook or something like that? Because I don't know if with your Facebook page is that your Facebook um, page name right there. Let me know so I can add you on there, okay? And I will add, give me a call and I will add you on there. And then next time I will get a tool man. I want to get you into here too because you've been with us for a long doggone time, okay? Well, I don't have a Twitter account no more. So, I mean, yeah, I do, but I don't never use it like I should. So I don't know how to get you on here through Twitter. Facebook, I will figure that out. Or are you on our Instagram? If you're on our Instagram, get on our Instagram. I gotta get you in here too. But I'm not gonna do it today because I'm gonna get off here in a minute. But next time I will get you in here, okay? But I tell you what now, fellas, I just want you to really think about what's really going on with the industry and really think about what's going on with Microsoft. Microsoft is hitting it on all barrels. You cannot beat what Microsoft is doing. You can't. And everybody want to talk about Nintendo. Everybody want to talk about Sony. But to me, they're not even in the equation as far as video games. I mean, as far as these little consoles and everything and all that's I'm concerned, yeah, whoop de damn dude. But to me, like I said, it's a slippery slope with Sony, and it's gonna be a slippery slope with with Nintendo. Whenever they come up with a new console, I want to see how they're gonna do it. I hope they make it backwards compatible with the other systems because if they do not, they're gonna lose a lot of their fan base. And like I always have said, kids want to play what their parents are playing. Even when I was a younger man, my kids growing up, they wanted to play what daddy was playing. So, in other words, don't get it bit and twisted. Right now, Xbox got it going on. Sony is I don't know what Sony's gonna do. Whatever they're gonna do, that's their business. Um, all I gotta say is this: I'm loving what Microsoft doing. I love what Phil Spencer doing, and I love what Microsoft is doing for the industry. They keeping us busy, playing good games, and like I said, and if they do put third-party games on the Game Pass, Microsoft always help the industry out by putting money in the industry's pockets so they can put the game on the Game Pass. That's one thing I always have preached and said. And like I said, when a game with like I ain't talking about the big time industries because like EA, all of them big wheels and everything, they don't need to put on the Game Pass right now. But when games get older and they stop selling, Microsoft might go to them and say, okay, this is what we want to do. We're going to give you some money, put it on the Game Pass. We don't know how long y'all want to put on the Game Pass, but put on the Game Pass so y'all can make some extra revenue if the game is dying out. But now, if the game's not dying out, like like um like we know GTA 6 when it comes out, that's not coming to Game Pass. We know that because that game is gonna be so doggone big, it's pitiful. And I'm telling you right now, Sony would be out of the doggone mind to go ahead and do the marketing rights on that game. But it wouldn't be no surprise if they did it when the game first tried to come out. But it wouldn't be no surprise if I don't think Microsoft is going to do it. I don't think Microsoft will do it, and if Microsoft do it, it wouldn't be no surprise. But I don't think they will. But I know Sony put out that cash to put the download content because it's coming out on the system the same damn day. So that's the reason why Microsoft really don't do download content no more, and I understand why. They got the Game Pass. They don't have to do it. That's the advertisement right there. That's it right there. So, I just want to give y'all something to think about, and that's it. Because it just asinine on how the media and have these Sony fanboys or these Sony ponies, as I call them, is just being so damn crazy. I mean, these ponies want our games. Go and buy Xbox. If you want to buy games, buy an Xbox because it's not coming to your system. Or better yet, get a PC. Get a PC. Uh, get the Game Pass. Play it on your TV because they got. I think Samsung got it where they got the Game Pass on the TVs. So if you do that, you can enjoy the games. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn. I'm serious. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn anything else besides what Xbox is doing, and they doing a good job. And I can't wait until next year because next year they're gonna have at least a good. Oh man, they might have at least a good 5 or 6 bangers come out next year. I'm not really sure what they're gonna have come out next year, but I know one thing they got coming out next month, and that is that game that I forgot that game for overseas. That game finally coming out. It's gonna be Xbox exclusive. I'm gonna support it because I'm gonna buy the game because I know the people over there need supporting. The people that's making that game need supporting. I forgot the name of the damn game, but I know it comes out next month, and that's an Xbox exclusive right there. So we already won ammonia in the early part of the year. And Sony right now, you really don't have nothing to look forward to except for the same blah, 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 and the same remakes, slash remakes, slash remakes, and that's it. But y'all, I'm going to get off here. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a nice day. And Team Reaper, I am going to give you a call as soon as I get off this phone so we can talk about this, okay? So I'm letting you know, hey, fellas, y'all have a nice day. Y'all come and listen to The Limited Truth. Come and listen to Sega Man. Come and listen to E-Rock. Come and listen to my boy Team Reaper. And he's a man, look like this. When it comes down to games, when it comes down to him playing games, I don't see nobody really beating him because that boy can play some games and he finishes them games in a matter of a second, and he'll give you his honest review of the game. And Tool Man, I know you play your games too. But me, I want to give a shout out to the first lady of chat, Dia. I hope that you feeling better. I hope that you getting well. Out of zinc, my boy Bone. Um, he bought the most powerful gamer. Sega Man. That's my boy. Sega Man. That's my boy. That's my heart right there. That's my boy right there. Because even though he like talking about me a lot, but that's my boy right there. But and my boy Unlimited and Out of Zinc and flip the script money. And I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a nice day. And I'm hoping that y'all listen to this video because I really hope this video make good sense. Because I know my boy Unlimited, he made a video earlier today talking about the nonsense and all that stuff, what's going on with the media and these ponies. But I'm going to get off here. Y'all have a nice day. And God bless y'all. Have a nice day. Bye.